whenever they're going to say something, they would think more about, oh, if I say this, how might they feel? Or if I do this, how might they feel? So the main question is this: how are introverts like us, who didn't use any special tricks to talk to others, can still be seen as confident? How do we manage to just stay in our room for most of the time and yet still make friends without being needy? And that is the big question that this channel will answer for you. Welcome to Social Abandonment Strategies. What's up guys, welcome to Social Abandonment Strategies. And in 10 more days, I'm going to go back to my home country, which I'm very excited about. I really want to go back home now. Anyways, so today in this video, I'm going to give you the differences between INTJs and INFJ personality types. Now yesterday, I gave you guys a video about the 7 signs to tell whether you are an INFJ or not. So in this video, as I am an INTJ, I figured I'm gonna make a video about the differences between INFJ and INTJ so that you guys can also know whether you are actually an INTJ or an INFJ. Now, INFJ and INTJ, both personality types, are pretty similar, and they are like pretty misunderstood by most people, and also they are pretty rare in the world population. So whenever someone thinks that they are INTJ, they might also be an INFJ. You know, they might actually be an INFJ rather than being an INTJ, and it might be there might be some misconceptions sometimes, right? Firstly, when I figured out the personality types, I thought I was an INFJ, but then I was reading through again and again, and I thought, oh, I'm not an INFJ, I'm actually an INTJ. Now there's some differences, and in this video, I'm going to give you the differences. But before giving you the 3 differences that I have realized, I've noticed, I'm going to give you the difference in the cognitive functions that they have. If you don't understand this, it's alright, it doesn't matter. You can just go read about the cognitive functions, or you can just ignore this part of the video. Alright, so the cognitive functions are, for INTJs, they are introverted intuition, and then extroverted thinking, and introverted feeling, and extroverted sensing, right? So those are the 4 cognitive functions. And for the INFJs, they are introverted intuition, extroverted thinking, extroverted feeling, introverted thinking, and extroverted sensing. Now, as you can see, there are only 2 differences. The differences are the 2 in the middle, right? So as they are reversed, the thinking and feeling are reversed for INFJ and INTJs, but the other 2 are the same. So they are pretty similar, I have to say. So yeah, now let's get into the 3 points that I told you guys. So the first point I'm going to share with you is there's a difference in friendliness and warmth, right? So for INFJs, they are pretty friendly. Now let's supposedly say that you have met an INFJ or probably an INTJ. Now the way that you can see whether they are an INFJ or INTJ is by looking at how friendly they are, how warm you feel, how much they are approachable, right? How friendly they are when you talk to them. Now, sometimes INTJs might also be friendly, but still, when you are talking to them for a very, very long time, you know, INFJs and INTJs have that difference in their aura or something that you can say, you know. Now, let's supposedly say that you just watched my friend's YouTube video, which was about INFJs. He is an INFJ, so when you go and watch his videos, you will get that some positive vibe. Now, when I watch his videos, I get that positive vibe and I get that warmth, like I feel welcomed. But when I watch my own videos, I don't actually feel those. I am an INTJ. INTJs are not very much approachable, I guess, and also for INTJs, we are more like a business person. Now, when you see me in real life, right, I would talk to you friendly. I don't want to be rude. I would talk to people friendly, but still, you would seem like, even when I'm interested in talking to you, you would still think like, oh, this person is like really logical, you know, because I will prefer to go into deeper topics. And even when I'm saying about deeper topics, I don't really mean like your emotions or such. I'm more like into business things or science or history, the things that I'm more interested in, rather than going into your stories, right? But for INFJs, they're more interested in your emotions. They are more interested in how you feel about things and how your backstory, your background information, and how your emotions, how you feel your emotions and such, right? So INFJ, INTJs are different in that part. So INTJs are more business-like person, but INFJs can understand you more in your emotions, because they can also absorb your emotions and feel like it's their own emotions. So let's supposedly say that you are feeling sad. Now for INFJs, they will also feel sad when you're feeling sad, because they see you feeling sad and they feel like, oh, I'm also sad as well. He is feeling sad, and they will try to understand that. And they will analyze as much as they can, and then they will try to give you some opinions. But for INTJs, we're more logical creatures, and we don't actually understand emotions much. And even though we're trying to understand emotions, but still we can't do it much. So we're like, how do I say this? It's for most INTJs, we are more misunderstood because we come across as rude or something, because we just want to get to the point really quick, instead of feeling emotional. Try to be logical. That's what we always trying to say, but it doesn't really work. So yeah, INFJs are more emotional understanding creatures, but INTJs don't really understand emotions. And so let's go on to the next point, which is efficiency and compassion. So INTJs are more into efficiency. Like, let's supposedly say that we are INTJ leaders are trying to assign some tasks to the employees. And when they assign tasks, they will focus more on the efficiency, on the productivity of that employee, and how to assign those tasks so that the operation will be productive, the project will be productive, and get to the point as fast as we can. But for the INFJs, they're not like that. When they assign tasks, they will also think about productivity, but still they would be more compassionate. They will feel more about they would think more about how the employees might feel. Whenever they go on to say something, they would think more about, oh, if I say this, how might they feel? Or if I do this, how might they feel? They would care more about that. They don't want to hurt people. But for INTJs, we care more about getting to the point. We care more about getting to that destination. Now, a better example would be like, let's supposedly say that INFJs and INTJs are going on a trip, right? So if that is the case, then for INTJs, we would plan more about how to get to that destination as fast as we can, right? With more efficiency as fast as we can. We don't want to stop in the middle and get a nice restaurant and such. But for INFJs, they would try to enjoy the process and make it much more comfortable, and try to get not trying to get to the destinations as fast as they can, but actually making stops in the middle to feel more comfortable and feel like going to the restaurant in the middle, a nice restaurant, choosing a nice restaurant. Oh, I'm going to go this restaurant because it is nice, but if I go this restaurant, then it would take longer to get to my destination, but they will still go because it is a very nice restaurant. But for INTJs, we don't actually do that. We will just go straight to the destination. INFJs want to feel more, but for INTJs, we don't do that. We just want to get to the point. So yeah, that's another difference. And so let's go into the third difference, which is, hey guys, if you like this video so far, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so that you will get notified every time I put out cool stuffs about how INTJs think or how introverts think. And even if you are not an introvert, you can still improve by watching this video. So let's continue. Expressing the emotions. So for INTJs, we don't actually like to express our emotions much, even when you are my closest friend. Even when you are our closest friend. Now, INTJs, introverts don't usually express emotions much, but for INTJs, most introverts might still try to express their emotions to their close friends. But for INTJs, it's still difficult, even to close friends. Right? INFJs would feel much more comfortable expressing their emotions. But when I say expressing emotions, I don't mean that they are just expressing emotions and crying and shouting out loud in public. I'm not talking about that, right? They don't do that. But what I'm saying is, they will express their emotions to their partners or to their close circle of friends, right? But for INTJs, it's even difficult to our close circle of friends. Even to my close circle of friends, I don't actually tell my emotions much. I will just stay logical as much as I can. I don't express my emotions much. So whenever you ask my friends whether they have seen me emotional, they have never seen me emotional. So But for INFJs, they like to express their emotions more than the INTJs because they can understand that and they can actually make people more comfortable. They can express their emotions and make others comfortable, and then they can also relate to them because they absorb their emotions and feel what others are feeling and be more compassionate. But for INTJs, we are more like getting to the root of the problem, or trying to solve this problem as fast as we can, so that we will not be wasting any time. So we don't try to express our emotions much. And even when we express emotions, that person has to be very, very, very close to us. And even when that person is very close to us, we will still express our emotions, but not all of our emotions, right? So we don't actually express much of our emotions. Yeah, that's the point. And so, yeah, that's all of the 3 points that I was going to tell you today. And so always share positivity and spread kindness. And so that's all for today, guys. Hey Introverted Warriors, thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn how to properly embrace your introverted qualities without feeling insecure, like the video, subscribe to this channel to be one of the Introverted Warriors, and watch another video of social independence strategies, and we'll talk again very soon. Remember, one right mindset is all it takes.